takes on the number 7, Monica Seles, for a place in the most prestigious tennis tournament outside of the Grand Slams. Hingis has beaten the American 9 times, including the last 4. When they met a fortnight ago in the quarterfinals at Indian Wells, she had to battle a bit, but opened up an early lead with the kind of play that we've come to expect from the Swiss sensation, already winner of 5 major titles and still only 19. Seles, though, showed some defiance at times, reminding us and her opponent how dangerous she could still be, with the type of shots that have helped her to 9 Grand Slam titles. In the end, though, Hingis outplayed her in straight sets, going on to reach the final. And while Seles has dropped only 1 set to get this far in Miami, Hingis has made serene progress to the semis, losing an average of only 4 games per match. At 26, Seles isn't quite the player she once was, but Hingis won't dare underestimate the American, who's bound to have most of the support from those gathered in the 14,000-seater main stadium at Crandon Park. The top seed and world number 1 up against the 18th seed Amanda Kurtzer, who's beaten her a couple of times before, but not for about 4 years now. That match coming in the night session after all the problems a few years ago following the stabbing in Hamburg.
Well, she's amazing how she comes back from all these injuries as well, because she was out for 6 months, came back and won her first tournament back at Oklahoma. So it just shows you what a great champion she is.
Mind if this should happen in the next few minutes. Well, Seles' ball looked very close to the line, counted. Great shot from Seles. But Joe, I mean, you mentioned about the racket speed or lack of it through the ball on the serve. There's also very little movement really in the body. I mean, she's not launching at all. She's almost just throwing the ball up and then standing still and then hitting it.
Yeah, she's hitting it mostly with her arm, and there is no project.
And there it is.
6 games to love.
The former champion in total command. Frazier yet to get on the board. And Seles taking that first set to love. Again, a clean winner with pace and precision. But did you, Joe, have, favourite tournaments that are ones that, for some reason or other, just suited you?
Oh, definitely. There are places that you just like to play. One, because, first time you go there, you play very well and you just want to go back.
49.
Or the atmosphere is good, or the courts suit you.
Who wants to get it in play as quickly as she can and get on with the rally, the real business, but needs more on the serves than she's putting on that one. And Seles in easily for the kill.
Yeah, it's a real quandary when your serve's not going well.
There was a great flurry in that, but she kept her eye on the ball.
30-15.
Yeah, a lot of racket swaying backwards and forwards before she actually hit it, but look, keeping her eye on the ball and taking it right at the peak of the bank.
But not enough, and Seles now looking for the knockout blow. And she gets it once more. A Frazier forehand goes beyond the baseline. And Monica Seles, well, a very comfortable scoreline in the end. Some trouble in that second set, but Joe, really pretty one-sided.
Yes, it was, and there were some good points from Amy Frazier once she got into it, so we could see that she is a good player. But again, the higher...
Now, will that relieve? And Hingis, I'm sure, would like nothing better than to beat her in Saturday's final, if the two of them get that far.
30-15.
It's pretty easily, so maybe we shouldn't be surprised, but I am surprised at 5-love.
30.
Seles has dished it out so.
Game in first set, Hingis 6 games to love.
Seles doesn't bother to come back for that one. She knows the first set is a lost cause, and Hingis romping through it in a matter of minutes.
She's not moving as she can do.
Just seemed to pull the foot then. Clipped the line that time. But boy, could she do with a handful of those.
Well, that's going to be what it's going to...
And all of a sudden she gets it right perfectly. Now, why did that happen?
No idea, I'm afraid.
The Seles of old was grunting for all she was worth yesterday against Kutzer. Excuse me, not Kutzer, against Amy Frazier, who is really on the receiving end. Good volley that time from Seles.
Advantage Seles.
Well, she makes a volley this time. Well, taking no joy from winning a point like that either.
Match point for Martina Hingis. Just going through the motions, really. Oh, it's on the line. Well, Hingis can laugh about it. Third match point for Hingis.
Game, set, match, Hingis.
And that just about sums it up, really. A third double fault for Monica Seles. Sympathetic nod there from Hingis to wrap it up. But she is safely through to the final.